Hey girlfriends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabrielle Ishell, and today we're going to do some knotless booty limb box braids. So first I'm going to start off by washing my Knotless hair. I like to do this because usually the hair has some chemicals in it. The alkaline coating that's supposed to preserve the hair, but it oftentimes turns into an itchy scalp. And I've been there before. It's not fun. You spend so much time putting the hair in and you want to take it out because it itches so bad. Anyways, I'm going to be using some apple cider vinegar. You want to make sure it's the one with the mother. And then, of course, I have my hair. I'm going to dip those in the water. To my surprise, there's not that much white stuff, residue in this water. You can see some here, but that means the packet is true. It says no itch because there's no preservatives or chemicals in here to preserve this hair, which is really good. I mean, this is kind of unnecessary, but I'd rather be safe than sorry because in my first video, you saw a lot of that white residue in this. So now I'm just going to take the water out. I'm gonna rinse it with cool water, and then I'm also going to use some shampoo. First off, I want to say thank you. If you're coming from my part 1 video, a 3-minute video showing how I washed my braiding hair, thank you so much for 103,000 views. That's amazing. And people are still watching, like literally 300 people have watched in the last 24 hours. And I made that video years ago, so that's amazing. But I also wanted to make this second part to address some of the comments that I didn't get a chance to respond to. A lot of them are the same comments and they've already been answered, so I didn't really feel the need to answer these new questions, but I'm just going to do them verbally. So a lot of people asked about how long it takes to dry. It takes some hours to dry. It does not have to fully dry to use it in your hair. If you're doing it on your own hair, you don't have to, but I'm sure if someone else is doing your hair, they would want fully dried hair. So if I were you, I would do it a day before you actually need it done. Does it hold a smell? So you are using ACV, apple cider vinegar, to rinse the hair, and that smell is not so pleasant. So I like to go in with a shampoo and a conditioner after rinsing it with the apple cider vinegar. Next, do you use cold or warm water? I would use warm water. A comment that I got in the first video said not to use super hot water because you might melt the hair because it is synthetic hair. So you just got to be mindful of that. And then someone said, helpful tutorial, would love to see it when it's dry. So keep on watching because you will see. So before I get things started, I'm going to lay out my hair. I got this new braid rack from Amazon. I'll be linking it in the description box below. But that was truly a lifesaver, and you're able to separate your hair into little pieces. It really helps push this tedious process because this takes forever, especially doing it on my own. I'm not a braider, I'm not a professional, so I love things that help make this go by faster. I also bought this 3-way mirror from Amazon. This is also a lifesaver. Like, these are things that you need to have if you're braiding your own hair. So this way I'm able to get different views of my head while I'm braiding, because you know, if you're braiding the back of your hair, you can't see it because it's in the back of your head. So it's so helpful to have all of these mirrors in conjunction with my bathroom mirror. I just finished up the rack. It's one of these, and it did 9 braids. So this is what it looks like so far. I realized that this part is uneven. For some reason, I thought it was like straight. So I went ahead and did a lot of the ones in the back because those are probably the hardest to actually show on camera what I'm doing because I can't actually see it myself. So just braiding the ones on the side of my head, and it's definitely a trial and error. I basically taught myself how to feed in additional hair to make your braid thicker and longer. So that's what I'm doing here. Now let's slow it down and go over it again with a clearer visual. So I'm using the Shine and Jam first, and then I'm going in with the edge control. And so this is not a how to braid video because it's really hard to tell someone how to do it, but if you can see in this video, I start off braiding maybe like 2 or 3 times down with my own hair, and then I take a tiny piece of Knotless hair and add that to 2 strands of the braid, and then I'm just going to braid it as I would braid hair, and that kind of gets the braid going with the rest of my hair. And I'm going to keep adding little pieces of hair until the braid gets to the thickness that I want. And then once I get past my hair, I'm going to add thicker pieces because I want the thickness of the braid to be as thick as it was at the top. Yes, it look good. I'm excited. Right, I think it's time to go to bed. So now I'm trying to think if I needed to leave some pieces undone, it would be the middle. So I had planned to go to one of my friend's birthday parties the following day. So this is what my hair looked like before actually finishing it. I left the middle undone so I could put it up in a bun, and this is what my bun looked like. You would never know that my hair wasn't finished just by looking at me with that bun. That's definitely another tip that you want to think about when doing your hair, because it takes so long and you might not have time to finish the whole thing before you have to do what you got to do, because I was in my bathroom for like 3 days braiding my hair. Yes, you can see I'm just moving on. I'm gonna take my hair out of the twist. Oh, one thing I wanted to know, I did not blow dry my hair. So that's why you can see the roots, they're not like slick like they usually look. That's because I tried to find other ways to stretch my hair because I did not want to put a blow dryer on my hair. For optimal results, you want to blow dry your hair, because I was trying to find a way around it by, braiding it to stretch it. But in the end, it probably took about the same time as it would have just to blow dry my hair. And I would have got a more sleeker look. But as I mentioned before, this is trial and error. I'm not a professional, and I'm learning as I'm going. I have 31 braids in my hair right now, and I used 4 of these little bundles. So that's 1 pack of hair. Did about half of my head. So we're just going to prepare for the next set. Finally. So I'm finally done. Well, not even really done, but I'm done braiding. So now I gotta figure out what I want to do with the ends. I originally wanted to use the curly hair, which I have, but I only have 1 pack, and I think I needed more than that to add at the bottoms. So I'm gonna curl it myself. For now, I just made a little knot at the end so that the braid wouldn't unravel. But I'm going to use my perm rods or flexi rods, whichever ones. I think flexi rods might be better because, no, perm rod. I don't know which ones, but I'm gonna use one of those to set some curls. So I'm gonna wrap it up in the flexi rod and then dip it in some boiling hot water and then let it sit like that for a whole bunch of hours to let it dry. And then I will come back with the final hairstyle, but I'll probably be in Aruba by then because my flight is at 5 p.m. So I don't have time to make it. I probably won't have time to make a video. Anyways, I'm loving it so far. I know it's not perfect. Some of the parts are so crooked, and I can see it in the mirror. Like, well, it looks like a U. But yeah, some of them are crooked. I know it's not perfect because it's hard to get behind my head. Even though I have this 3-way mirror, it helps, but it's still hard. So I'm really excited for this. I'm about to go on vacation and now I don't have to worry about my hair for about another month or so. Now for maintenance, I am going to be sleeping with a scarf. So I'll just show you how I go to sleep. I have the scarf here. I just put it around the edges. So I want my edges to stay flat. And then I'm gonna go in with this bonnet. Super long, it's 4 braids. And you just put it in here. That way my braids are also protected at nighttime. And then of course I have my satin pillowcase. So got 3 layers of protection. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna maintain it. And then every couple of days I'm going to grease my scalp, oil my scalp. So I have a few oils that I want to mix together. So I have an old container here. This is Canvas Beauty one. I kept it because it has gold on the top. It's really pretty. So I'm going to rinse it out. But I'm going to mix a few of these oils and greases. So first I have this extra dark Jamaican black castor oil. Then I have vitamin E oil, sulfur 8, and then the Do Grow Mega Long. I'm gonna mix it all together, put it in here. I'll probably do a B-roll, and then just grease that scalp, and that's that. But this is it for now. I gotta go pack. So you'll see how long this is. I don't want it this long. And then this one is just like super long compared to everything else. So it's time to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. So we're coming to the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already a girlfriend. I would greatly appreciate it. And also click the bell to be notified whenever I post. And until the next one, I will see you later. Bye. That's how we're gonna do it.